So I'm editing today's video that you're about to see. I think the photos are good. Actually, I think the video's okay. It's average. No, I think the video's good. I think you're gonna like it. But I kind of want to jump maybe into the past while I'm editing as well in this video because it's a bit of a funny one. In that when I was out in the field, I felt like I was failing constantly, nonstop, and everything just wasn't right. And I think that happens so often in photography for everyone. So I want you guys to see that the field is a challenge whether you've been doing it for nearly 15 years like I have, or whether you're new at it. So this is today's video, and I'll probably cut back to myself yapping a little bit at some point as well. I've been a bit stuck on seascapes lately. It's so easy with epic cliffs around the corner to kind of get stuck on them. So this morning, I drove opposite the warm morning breeze of the coast and into the interior, where it's, well, woo, I'm not dressed for this. Oh, it's cold. Yeah, cold. Okay, excuse me as my teeth chatter. I've come up to Foya de Montchique, which is near Montchique. Yeah, it's this massive viewpoint above everything, essentially. It's the highest point in the area as far as I know, and it's cold up here, it turns out. It's warm down at the sea. I'm not sure the elevation here, but it's high enough and windy enough to be cold. My hands are frozen. I'm not prepped for this, but that's okay because it is a cool viewpoint. I don't know how it's gonna work as a photo because in my experience, big, huge viewpoints are rarely the best photo, but I wanted to come up this morning and just have a look because I have never been up here. Already I can see that it is in fact a crazy viewpoint. I can see Lagos right there. I can see Portimao right there. I can see the Autodrome. That's actually where the F1 races are this weekend if you're into racing. I can see Albufeira. It's a big open viewpoint, but it's still too dark and I can't really see anything. So I'm gonna wait till the sun comes up and hopefully magically a photo appears in front of my face. But for now, just gonna try not to freeze. Okay, I don't know what to do. Old Brendan would have sat up here and just done a selfie. But new Brendan's trying to be a little bit more creative. I feel like the sky has a chance to be cool this morning, so I don't want to waste it. But honestly, I'm not a fan of viewpoints. I think viewpoints are boring. What I do see is a road that goes down this hill and a tree and maybe some dead trees on the hillside there. But I really don't think I have time to get there for sunrise. So I'm at this point where I need to decide, is this average photo, probably below average photo I'm taking right now, worth it? Or should I go scramble off and try to find something else? So I'm probably leaning towards scrambling off. I'll take this photo now so you can see what it looked like. And then yeah, I'm scrambling off. Sometimes it feels like in photography, time is spent as 50% planning, 40% waiting for your plan to come together, and then 10% racing around completely disregarding the previous 90%. This is almost turning into a classic VVS morning out traveling because I'm scrambling around. This road's private. Where I thought there might be a photo is a house. So I'm scrambling. And there's some purples and pinks in the sky, of course. I fail a lot. All photographers do. The difference is that good photographers know that if all else fails, run towards good light. You'll find something. Whew, this is kind of frustrating, but also just kind of fun actually. The sky is exploding in color behind me, but I have no photo. at all. Oh, the sun's up actually already. So this is almost definitely gonna be a fail. But it's always good to have these like location scouts so that next time you come back, it's not a fail. Yeah, I'm running towards sunset down a hill on a mountain, which means I'm gonna have to go back up the hill, which isn't ideal, but I wanna see if I can get something out of this. Oh, that's freaking gorgeous. Ah!
Kindly forget the lack of footage, but when you've got epic light, a beautiful view, and only about 30 seconds to capture it, you just put away the video camera and snap away. And I mean, look at this light. It might be the best light I have ever seen. It's straight out of a cartoon.
Oh, I'm totally out of breath because I was just running back and forth trying to get a photo. I really wish I'd come to this side first. I wish I scouted this. There's this beautiful road that leads right into the sunset. It's actually a part of a really big hiking trail system they have here. And then the hills off in the distance are just phenomenal. I can see like some low clouds. Yeah, this is unreal, this direction. But I was just a little bit too slow to get here. 5 minutes earlier and that would have been gold. I don't know how the photos turned out. I felt like it needed something, so I put myself in the frame, 10-second timer, and I just bolted to the spot. As for now, I've probably got snot running down my nose. I'm gonna maybe like show you a couple of long lens B-roll clips or maybe take a couple photos off in the distance that way because it is really, really beautiful. Feel so silly going to the classic viewpoint when this was right here.
Okay, let me just jump back in at this point again because I think there's a really valuable lesson here and something I need to be reminded of myself a lot. In my opinion, when you see amazing light, run to it. It's better to photograph a boring rock in a field with amazing light than it is of an epic view with absolutely terrible light. I think my reminder this morning is to keep chasing the light. And if you're chasing good light, it doesn't matter what the landscape looks like, you can find something to work with. These long lens photos that I took just shooting straight into the light are some of my favorite kind of abstract photos I've ever taken. Maybe, just maybe, I spend way too much time scouting really good locations and not enough time chasing really good light. And yes, of course, it's best if you can match up the two, but good light doesn't always appear where you expect it. So keep chasing the light, and we're gonna jump back to the video.
Okay, so I've come into Montchique, town of Montchique this morning just to have a look around. I've come out this way, might as well have a look around. And I'm so glad I did because one, it's a really, really cool town. It almost feels like Costa Rica. It's got like, you know, forest and hills, and it kind of has almost a tropical feeling. And there was some woodland around, there's birds, there was peacocks, I saw a fox this morning, I saw rabbits while I was driving. It's just like totally different, even though it's only about 40 minutes away from Lagos. And I think I kind of needed this reminder that there's more than just the ocean in the Algarve. You've got, yeah, Montchique, you've got the hills, you've got Alentejo not far away, and I want to start exploring a little bit more of that stuff as well. So yeah, let's wander into Montchique for a little bit. I've got to get to work eventually this morning, but yeah, this is such a cool place. Let's go have a look around.
Travel is such a big part of my photography process, and so is failure. When you plan too much, you end up falling into the trap of cliches, overdone compositions, and generic images that just don't have your own personal stamp on them. When I travel somewhere new, I become a better photographer. And I kind of just needed this reminder that travel doesn't mean an 8-hour flight and jet lag. It just means going somewhere new and exploring and sometimes failing a little bit.
So as it turns out, Monchique is really cute. Did I just say that word cute? Monchique is cute. Yeah, that's probably the way I describe it. It kind of feels like stepping back 10 years ago. I really have Costa Rica vibes. I don't know why. But it's kind of been a nice morning just walking around town here. I do feel like I've stepped back, I don't know, like 20 years ago or whenever it was that I started traveling. This town just kind of has that touristy vibe, but still kind of clinging on to its past, and I love it. So I think I'm gonna have to bring Jody up here at some point. Maybe I'll bring you guys back up here. Like I said, there were some woodlands I saw that might make for cool photos. I've never done proper woodland photography, so that might be fun at some point. And yeah, we'll just come back at some point. I don't know when, but we will. And I'll see you guys there. Peace.